Let's get sweaty.
Hey guys, welcome to a Shenmue Dojo video. Today's video I want to talk about 1 year on from Times Square. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of the Times Square stunt that was put together with the Shenmue community. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the impact that may have had on things going forward and just why it was so important for everybody and just mark that anniversary, I think, in the right way. So going back well over a year ago, this was an idea that came up in a stream. I believe Casey from the SEGA Lounge was the first person to make this suggestion, and then from there it sort of spiraled, and then the Billboard happened, and everything else in between was just absolutely insane. But for those of you who may have missed this and missed exactly what it was, don't worry, I've got a clip for everybody to have a look at right now. It's about a minute long, so not too long. It came from our stream on June the 4th, 2024, and here it is. Let's have a look.
Any second, guys, isn't it?
It is bang on 9 o'clock now, so it should be any second. I will just have a look at the countdown. Wait, there it is. It's just coming up.
Oh, is it coming on?
Yeah, there you are.
A bit behind on the oh, I could see it on the other screen. No way.
That is banging.
That's sick, man. imagine being in Times Square seeing that.
That is sick.
Dude.
That was quality.
It felt shorter than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because we've been waiting for like that moment, but wow. It's been and gone in the blink of an eye. That was sick, man.
So there we go.
As well. So
yeah.
Not only are we getting like the $40 value of like the in-person thing, it's going to be like, we're going to be posting this for all over Twitter as well, that moment.
We are. Because it's a line in the sand moment for us and the community as well. I'm going to take my monitor off now and close those down. In that the Shenmue community done some crazy things over the years, sending capsule toys to Sega and all sorts. And this is up there with one of those things.
That's up there for me. It's like the scale of the moon landing, that, mate.
So there we are, guys. That was taken from our stream on June the 4th, 2024. Suffice to say, the impact of what happened afterwards was absolutely insane. There were massive amounts of messages kicking around on the forums, on Reset Era, and everywhere on the internet. Many gaming outlets picked up the news, the tweet, and everything else around it. I think IGN, Eurogamer, Push Square, Game Rant, all the big websites picked this up, and there was a lot of opinion online. Now, I always find this really funny in that some people consider Shenmue a dead franchise and it should be left to that. That's somebody's opinion, that's fine. But it always prompts a huge amount of discussion when something like this happens around Shenmue and the Shenmue community. Obviously, it also trended on X, which is fantastic. We trended a couple of months prior to that. But this felt different. This felt bigger. It felt better. It was like a line in the sand moment, which I'll come on to in a minute. On a personal level, obviously, James and I were given the honour of doing an interview with Eurogamer, explaining how this all came together, the impact of it, and everything else in between. Check that out if you haven't done so already. The link will be in the YouTube description below. But what this started and what this was for the Shenmue community as a whole, and this is where the thank you to the community comes in here, is this started the proper push towards us trending for what is now hopefully 14 months in a row over on X and a good few months over on Blue Sky. Now, this was a line in the sand moment for the community. This is where the Shenmue community stood up and said, we are not accepting the status quo here. We're not accepting Shenmue not being finished. We want Shenmue 4 and we want the Shenmue series to be finished. That is what this impact has had. We've trended for so long now. That platform is there and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You also look at the things this may have prompted. Now, in-games have come on board with Shenmue 3. Now, I am not saying for 1 second that this was the deciding factor in it. Absolutely not. But what this possibly did was made people over there go, do you know what? This is a little bit of interest here. So I know Yu Suzuki approached Inin and talked about that, but Inin may have been a bit more encouraged by the Shenmue community and what actually the potential for the Shenmue franchise is, given the impact of Times Square potentially. Just an idea on my part. Obviously, we've then had the BAFTA award, which insane in itself. Obviously now the most influential video game of all time. Does that happen without Times Square and the community uniting? Probably not. But the fact that we've then built on Times Square and done something like that with the BAFTA just shows how important that platform was from a year ago and just what it has set us up for. We have trended, we have continued that noise, and we are united behind the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4. The other thing as well, do we get a channel in the Sega Discord without anything like this? I'm not entirely convinced we do. So what this has done in terms of the impact has shown the wider gaming community and industry, and believe me, I've had plenty of people within the industry tell me that they saw Times Square and they saw the impact of that. And they're probably the same people who have seen what happened with the BAFTA and all that discussion that prompted as well. As I say, Shenmue prompts a lot of discussion. It is a recognised IP with a lot of potential, and people, just whatever reason, like talking about it. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it prompts discussion. But first and foremost is the thank you to the community. You got behind this message. You got behind this push. You got behind everything that was intended from this. And what it has led to is a succession of positivity around the community and the things we have achieved together over the last year. It's absolutely insane, and well done to everybody for doing so. But now we come on to the future. Now, I have said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it again. You've heard me say this many, many times over the years now. The job is not done. We have a fantastic platform. Yes, absolutely. And we have built on that. But we don't stop until the Shenmue series is finished. Now, ININ are obviously on board. And whatever they're doing with Shenmue 3 is coming at some point. We don't know when. But as I keep saying, we need this to be successful. See my other video on that and sort of the success criteria and everything else. Again, linked in the YouTube description below. People are going to be watching this. People are going to be watching the community and how we react to Shenmue 3, but also how we keep Shenmue alive. It will interest investors. It may interest Sega themselves, who will be watching potentially with a keen eye here. And we need to help this thing get to the success it needs and deserves. As I say, guys, we have a fantastic platform to build on here. We need to be getting Shenmue out in other communities like Virtua Fighter, Yakuza. Yeah, we are all intrinsically linked. Obviously, Shenmue came from Virtua Fighter RPG. Yakuza doesn't happen without Shenmue, so why not come together and share that sort of common ground between the three series, and maybe, just maybe, we get more Shenmue. That is the idea. But we have this platform. It's a great platform, but we cannot let up now. We keep going. We keep pushing behind the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get what we want, which is more Shenmue games, merchandise, and securing the series future for everybody else and new fans coming into the series as well. I'm going to leave things there, guys. As I say, it's just a little tribute to everything that's been put together around the Times Square billboard and the impact this has had. Don't forget, guys, if you want to give us a like, share, subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all the usual places you can find us. Don't also forget, if you want to be a member for £2 a month, you can go ahead and do that. All the videos then are available ahead of time outside of the podcast, but don't worry if you don't. It'll go to the Saturday scheduling system as normal, and any money raised goes to the site running costs and competitions that James and I put together. And also, as a new thing here, we have a 5% off voucher for ININ Games. Using the code Shenmue Dojo, again in the YouTube description below, you can then click through and buy any games from ININ Games directly, and you'll get 5% off of those as well. It's an affiliate link, just to let everybody know that as well. Thank you so much, guys, for dropping in on all the Shenmue Dojo content and engaging with the Shenmue community. As I say, much work to do. A fantastic platform we've given ourselves. Let's not stop now, guys. But I'm going to leave things there. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.